Good morning, Leo. Welcome to your April 2023 reading. I hope you guys are doing well and fantastic. Thank you all for your likes, shares, subscribes, and comments to the channel. It is greatly appreciated. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you who are new, welcome to the channel, and I am Nicole. So we're going to go ahead and dive into your reading, Leo, for 2023 for April. This will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross watchers. If that is you, welcome to the channel as well. Make sure that you guys are discerning the messages. Remember that not every message is for you. And then, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Don't complicate things. Why make things harder than they are, right? If you guys are interested in personal readings, because this is not a one-on-one reading, this is for the collective of Leo, please feel free to look into the description box below as well as the About section of the page. You're going to find my information there and you'll be able to reach out to me to set up a personal reading, okay? All right, Leo. When I was meditating on you guys, a lot of geometric shapes popped up. I'm not quite sure what that means for you, but that was what they were showing me. And they were showing me some parallel lines. And it's almost like you guys can't quite cross over into, it's like you're staying in your own lane, refusing to step into something outside of that straight and narrow type of energy. And I think it was either Taurus or Libra might have had something a little similar. Expectations and alchemy. Let's see what comes up for Leo. Please spare April 2023 for Leo. Efficiency and expectation. You guys are making me feel dizzy. Are we in our mental headspace again? It's kind of how that feels to me. All right, spirit for Leo for April, please. Friction. It kind of came out in the reverse position, but let's take a look here. Do you feel like it's almost like you feel like you have created, Spirit is saying, unnecessary friction in a situation. This ready but waiting shift. You're holding back on, Spirit is saying, making amends, whatever that is for you, making amends towards something, maybe trying to avoid some conflict as well. Perspective. You may not feel like you have a full grasp on a situation at this time. Let's see, brilliance. I'm going to say, I don't know why you guys discount yourselves. And Leo, I think I've seen this, a lot of headspace type of energy for you guys for a while on and off. And it's like you're withholding your ability to transform into something that is going to be of a beautiful existence for you for whatever reason. It's like you're not seeing things clearly at this time. The need to have an inner knowledge and knowing, or you have this inner knowledge and knowing of a particular situation and you're just not doing anything with it because you don't want to deal with any backlash that you feel may come to you, right? Through whatever this experience is. But it's just like you'd rather put it all on hold than to actually address something for what it genuinely is. So let's get some cards here and see. I just did this for Aries, and I did a little bit of clarifying on the Sacred Earth Oracle, and I think I'm going to do that again with you guys on this friction and this perspective. Even this ready but waiting. What is going on for Leo, please, Spirit? Knight of Cups. Potential frictions in love, withholding or withdrawing an offer, afraid that you, making an offer of some kind of gesture of an emotional space could create friction. But the thing about it is that in this Knight of Cups, the waters are calm. That they're calm, easy flowing energies. And I think that the friction might be coming from an internal space. Yeah, not wanting to take action towards something. Potentially weighing some options as to whether or not of what it is that you want to do. The Knight of Cups there, he's got his face mask or whatever you call it, his armor is upright. You can see his face. He is exposed. He's coming in foresight to go here. with this friction in the reverse, it comes out, I usually don't read those cards in reverse, but still, with that, the energy is still the energy attached to them no matter what. However, it's a very pointed type of energy. It's like you know where you need to head with this offer, but it's like you're afraid that it's going to create some kind of chaos around it. But again, I feel that that's more of an internal thing than it is an actual situation, right? We create illusions in our head sometimes that don't exist. So what is this ready but waiting for Aries? Or for Leo, for Aries. You might be dealing with an Aries, the devil. For some of you, you could be putting off, you know, this love offer or whatever it is, could be even of yourself. The devil is lust, sex, obsession, addictions, toxicity. We got the King of Wands in the reverse on the bottom of the deck right now. And that too, Leo, there you are, right? Leo, Sag, Aries, it depends. I don't really see that one as Aries. I see that more as the Queen of Wands. But still, you know, that is, Spirit is saying unknowing of the self. Are you aware that these traits, this toxicity is either surrounding you or within you at this time? Letting your fears hold you back. And I think that we've talked about fear of what you're dealing with, Leo, for quite a few months now. I kind of want to get one more card on this. What is this devil for Leo? Please, Spirit, what is this devil? Knight of Pentacles, again, another offer. Needing stability, needing some growth to happen there. King of Cups. Spirit says masculine toxicity. Okay, note made. Leo, you guys have been going through it, especially the divine masculine when it comes to Leo. So I can't say that I'm too surprised to see this, because I'm really not. But it's like you're withholding your own internal peace as a result of whatever this is. Grasping onto things that they don't run any higher than that knight energy. You think about the kings, how they, you know, these knights turn into kings eventually in the court cards of the tarot deck. But you're playing on such a low level, almost immature type of energy with whatever this is, whether it's you or the person that you're dealing with. And it has become emotionally toxic, whether it's to you or for you or with another person. In this perspective that came out in the reverse position as well, King of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like you don't think you're capable of something, that you're not worthy or good enough in this. You're not stable, you're not grounded. It's the way you're seeing yourself more than it is that anybody else is seeing you. And then this brilliance, please, Spirit. The Seven of Swords in reverse. You're cutting yourself off from your true potential. Five of Swords, the moon. Talk about illusions. There it is. Your only action is sitting in non-action right now. Cutting yourself off from the potential that you have internally, not seeing yourself in a higher view, not seeing yourself as, I hate to say more put together than you are, you know, then you're allowing yourself to be. Like, you're missing key pieces of who you are. This isn't the need of self-love. This is the need of self-acceptance. This is a need to see who you are at your core, whether you're, you know, you need to do affirmations or prayer or whatever it is for you. But it's like you don't see your own value. You're cheating yourself out of the prosperities and the brilliance of who you are by believing that you're not worthy of certain things, or maybe thinking that someone else is not going to see you worthy. It's self-sabotage at the end of the day. Plain and simple. All right, Leo. What the hell? What are we doing here? All right. For the sign of Leo, Three of Cups. Cautious of who you're surrounding yourself with, too. Do they have your back? Somebody may actually have your back, and we'll dig into it as we go. I think you're more supported than you realize, but also be cautious of the company you keep. I'm getting two different variations from Spirit on that, and we will clarify, okay? Present energy for the sign of Leo, please. Spirit for the month of April. Waiting. At crossroads, you know, I talked about in the beginning of the reading, I said that I seen the two parallel lines, and you look at the Two of Wands. There's those two lines. They're not crossing over. They're not coming together. It's like, what direction do I go? Where do I take this to? I'm seeing 5 attached to this as well. It's indicative of the need of change. Whether you feel you need to go somewhere to get a different perspective, need to travel, the need to see things outside of where it is that you are. It's almost like you're hermiting. You're just withdrawing your energy and just waiting for something to come in for you. There's a need to take action. If you're going to just sit and wait, it's like manifesting. You can sit in your bedroom all day and manifest a new job, but if you're not out putting out your resume, nothing's going to change. You know, if you're not out there making moves, nothing is going to change. I think that you're dreaming of a world outside of yourself. 5 of Swords again. There it is. Dreaming of a world outside of yourself, but not taking the action to get there. And what is this? Future energies. Judgment. Freeing yourself. Making, I always say, clear and conscious choices with that Judgment card there in the future. Page of Wands. Getting creative. Feeling free. It's going to open you up as you move forward. 4 of Cups behind that. The Queen of Wands again. She's action-oriented, right? And they're, you know, as I said earlier, Aries right there for me. But this 4 of Cups is you keep going back to and hanging on to the things that make you feel less than human, the things that leave you feeling empty and dry. And what you don't understand is, I feel like whether it's something, someone, a job, or whatever it might be for you, there's so much opportunity and growth outside of where you're sitting right now. And you're not letting yourself indulge in that. You're just very fixated on, this is the way that it's got to be. And you are a fixed sign, right? We have a very hard time as fixed signs stepping into something new because we're really good at just seeing it our way and not wanting to make a movement on that. And it's time, Aries. It's time to, or Aries, I keep saying Aries, Leo, to make that move. You might be dealing, let me reiterate, you may be dealing with an Aries, and I will tell you right now, we've got Capricorn and Taurus on the board also. So, you know, just be aware of that you're probably cutting yourself off in some way or another. So let's dive in and see what, let's do some clarifying of this 3 of Cups for you. What is this 3 of Cups for Leo? Again, I got five stars sticking out in that 3 of Cups energy. That 5, again, the need for change, changing your circle of friends, support. I feel like you retreat to areas that what you think is calm and peaceful. So you may surround yourself with just a few select friends, and that's okay. But I feel like there is a need to change that up, because it's okay to go into a place of peace and calm. We all need that balance. We need some excitement. We need for things to change up. We need to feel the ebbs and flows of life in order to find that balance. You got the 5 of Pentacles, Cups, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. For some of you, you may feel like your money is lacking. I'm going to say that your emotions, that's 7 of Cups in the reverse, your emotions and your money are tied together. So if you're feeling down, you're feeling out, Spirit is also saying poor choices when it comes to your finances right now. So be careful that you're not overindulging in things that are not serving of you. It's like, do I really need that right now? You may want to be a little more cautious in the spending areas of life as well at this time. That 5 of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold. Maybe you feel like certain people around you that you thought were supportive of you, they've kind of distanced themselves at this time as well. That too is making you feel, again, less than human. not feeling like that you're able to do it on your own at this time, and that confusion that surrounds it is feeling like every bit of reserve that maybe you've built up is all, it's like kind of done, checked out on you. And that Two of Swords, crossing energies of, again, not sure what to do or how to address something moving forward. What I will say to you is this, Leo, this is temporary. These minor arcanas and the way this is coming out, it is always free to change. You have the free will to change this and change your perspective at any point that you wish to. It's up to you, for you to make that judgment call, those choices. It's like you almost get confused about what it is that you even want out of life. Like today it might be, I want to be free and run off and frolic in the fields. Tomorrow you want to, be Susie Homemaker kind of thing. Or you want to have this stable city job, but then tomorrow you'll want to, travel for a living. Just examples. But it's like you can't quite pick a course that you want to be set on. And that's part of the toxicity, I think, here, is finding what is stable. It's like starting off in new beginnings and then taking a quick left and veering off from that path. And that is creating the instability with the King of Pentacles in reverse. That is creating that inability to really get traction and make movement. And for some of you, you could be dealing with addiction issues. You could be dealing with obsessive thought patterns as well. And that is the one thing, or maybe even looking back to the past for what these things were in your life and thinking because you were there at some point, it doesn't permit you to move forward. That again is that moon. I keep seeing that moon, Cancerian, Pisces energy, that's a choice. You're choosing to see the past as holding you back, but you're not there anymore. That's not where you are. That's not who you are. You have evolved, but you're allowing the past to keep its reins. The devil is keeping its reins on you from the past and not allowing you to see yourself as the person that you've become. This Two of Wands energy and the present energy. I'm hearing from Spirit wishing you could go back and do things differently. I feel like you guys missed an opportunity by waiting around. Card of Sagittarius, Temperance there. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and the Six of Cups. I do feel like you've missed an opportunity, or you feel like you've missed an opportunity surrounding something. Somebody around you, Mother of Pentacles energy there. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn there as well. A lot of pentacles, guys. A lot of pentacles in this reading for you all. It's like there may have been a very passionate energy that was part of your world for some time, but not able to, again, to get that traction. That Ace of Pentacles, not able to take that opportunity, that growth, whether this was a job, a connection with somebody. I feel like there were multiple offers with that Six of Cups. They kind of came back around, tried to enlighten, whether it's you or the load, planting roots and foundational energy to try to evolve into something. It was much deeper seated. This could also have been a karmic, or this could be a soulmate kind of thing. I feel like it's more soulmate related with that fire and water that's sitting with the Temperance card right there. And I'm going to say this, if you as a fire sign, Leo, you could have been dealing with a water sign. Maybe the emotional energy attached to that was too intense for you. And I can tell you that as a Scorpio myself, as a water sign myself, I should say, we tend to carry a lot of emotional energy. And for some fire signs, that's a hard balance to strike between the two of them, because water will put the fire out. Your own emotions may even be getting carried away. And that too is killing that drive and that passion, determination to want to move forward into certain things, to ignite the internal being within you. So, it was like it lost traction along the way somehow. Lines got blurred because people weren't willing to cross over and to feel others' energy. Spirit is saying it was doomed from the get-go. So whatever that is for you, pay attention to that. And what is this Judgment? Freeing energy, the Six of Wands, victory, freedom, success, celebration, the Lovers, card of Gemini. And again, about our choices, about our partners, our soul contracts, and things of that nature as well. Two of Swords coming out sideways with the Tower. Capricorn energy there. I kind of want to pull, hold on a second. What's this? Judgment. Judgment clarifying the Judgment cards. I love it. Page of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, Page of Cups in the reverse position. Your choices have absolutely led you to this space, and I think you're fully aware of that. Whatever those choices have been for you, you're fully aware that you desire freedom. And 6-6 there, you got 3 6s in a row, which is not a bad number. Google it, whatever, however you want to look it up. 3 6s are not bad. Like, people go, oh my God, it's the mark of, no, just stop with the bullshit. But check it out. So 3 6s could be very important to you. But either way, this transformation, this need to feel this freedom, and I feel like you've confined yourself behind the walls of home or whatever, whether it's your emotional boundary wall, whatever that you've built, staying inside, waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for change to, erupt is what Spirit is giving me. But it's the decisions. You have been freed this entire time, but you're choosing to sit like dead center and just go, I can't make a move. It's going to be about how you see these opportunities as they come in for you. Time to move on into something new that's going to uplift you rather than being a prisoner of the mind. What is this 2 of Swords of Spirit? The Emperor. I feel like you're going to get burned. Plain and simple. 3 of Wands, again, waiting. Could be some travel there. The need to go off and see something or somebody is what is coming in. Like, I feel like you're being pushed, or felt like you were being pushed to step outside of that, and it's like you're afraid if you do that, you're gonna get burned. If I free myself and I leave myself vulnerable and open, I stand the risk of getting hurt. I stand the risk of failure. I stand the risk of getting broken. It's like you're seeing it in all of these ways of, if I do these things for myself, I'm leaving myself wide open to rejection and pain. If that's the way you want to see it. The Judgment is asking you to open yourself up, to free up where you're going. You have gotten so far out of this past energy, that 20 with the Judgment. You're one step away from completion. And you're so close, and it's like the universe is nudging you to make this move, to open yourself up, but you're sitting in that 7 of Swords, not seeing your value as to what you've been able to accomplish through the strife over, whether it was years or months or decades, whatever. You're not allowing yourself to be, you're not giving yourself the recognition for what you have accomplished, and you're just seeing it as, I know what the past was like, so if I open myself up to this and I take this action, I could repeat the past. But every single day, if you are being present and aware and creatively playing with these ideas, rather than, if you're stepping back into an old habit, if you're stepping back into an old routine, if you're cutting yourself off somehow. If you're present and aware, you're always going to know if it's okay or not. You cannot take yourself and heal or do the healing work that you have done, Leo, to date, and then take what you have learned and just confine it and not make movement with it, because you're cutting yourself off from your own creative expression. I am going to go ahead. I didn't do this until I got to the fire signs, but I'm going to use these cards. Information for Leo, please, Spirit. Angel of Balance. Absolutely. You're being asked, what was that? Yeah, you had Temperance there. Let me see these 3. You did. You had something come in that required you to make some types of 555. So 555 and 666, guys. Very important numbers. Again, 555, needing significant change, life-changing moments. They're going to happen with or without you. You get to decide, right? You had something or somebody come in for you and it felt good, but it left you feeling very restricted. And again, that tied up, she's got the ability, it's like the Eight of Swords energy, to rip that blindfold off and remove herself from a very sticky situation that is created in the mind space. And again, you have that ability to do that, but it's not doing it. Like, you can find a way to balance everything out in your life so that nothing, not one whole thing consumes every part of you, okay? Leo. Adjacent possibilities. With the Magician in the Mirror, what do you want? Leo, I don't feel like you guys have been very clear about what it is that you want. Again, I talked a little bit ago about this, you know, today I want to be a CEO. Tomorrow I'm just going to go pick berries for a living. Today I want to be with, you know, a Barbie lookalike. Tomorrow I want to be with the woman who wears the apron in the kitchen. You know, it's whatever. But it's like you can't make a clear decision on what you want because you're just like, well, maybe this, well, maybe that, well, maybe this, maybe that, maybe this, maybe that. And that adjacent possibilities a lot of the times reminds me of that Seven of Cups, and that Seven of Cups is on the table. There's really a need, like, again, you've got all the tools in your arsenal to do whatever you want to do with, but instead you're sitting back and reclusing yourself, waiting for something. What are you waiting for? You've got to get out and make the moves and understand that rejection comes with the territory sometimes. Whether it's you don't get picked for a job, whether the person that you like doesn't like you or doesn't see you in the way that you see them, you know, you may not fit into a group that you're interested in, but you're going to have to find a different group that's similar to that you vibe with the people better, whatever it might be. But unless you get out there and you feel it and you start to dive into it, you're never going to know. Community card. I'm going to go back and say to this. You need to create boundaries. This community and this Three of Cups are very similar to me. Very, very similar. And they tend to support one another, right? The Three of Cups is celebration. It's fun. It's lighthearted. To me, this is one about you getting out and about. You getting outside of your attachment. But I'm going to say that you've got people around you that may have seen you through some hurt and heartbreak and loss. And rather than evolving with people that are different, that are going to match your soul's growth right now, you're still hanging out with low vibrational people. You're still encompassing the people that helped you maybe get through a particular situation for a little bit. It's like you owe them some type of loyalty because of the picture that you've painted of who these people were in your life. People will come in for a season, for a lesson, for a reason. And it's really hard for us, and again, fixed signs, right? We can't imagine our life being differently, or we've gotten so used to maybe having a conversation with that person every single day, or being the person that's our safe space that we go out and we share these experiences with, because we know we're not going to be open and vulnerable and get hurt, right? So, but the moral of the story to that is this. First off, 5s and 7s again. Just got to say that to you. Those people could have been a stepping stone to a new reality for you. And instead of, you know, it's like not willing to let them go, but in order for you to move into a new space in life, you've got to let them go. You've got to release the attachment to the things of the past. And this includes those people. Not saying that they're bad people, not saying they're not worthy, but what I'm saying is you are elevating. You are moving up. You have learned lessons that maybe they didn't learn yet, and they're not willing, they're not in a capable space of going on your journey with you. So what are you going to do? Sit back and low vibe with them, for lack of better words, right? Or are you going to say, hey, thank you for this experience. I love you. I'm appreciative of you. Thank you for everything you've done for me, but I just don't feel like our souls are in the same place anymore. You're hanging on, and that obsession could be the obsessing over the past and how these people fit into your life, and you're not allowing yourself that new growth. If they don't fit into your world now, it is time to let go. It doesn't mean that you don't love them, doesn't mean that you don't appreciate them, but your loyalty needs to lie to you first, and going after what it is that you need and you want and what your soul is requiring you to do. These people will be removed from your life one way or another, but if you continue to hang on to the past, you're going to have no growth. you will experience more pain as a result of these attachments. There it is. You will experience more pain by hanging on to these attachments because you're missing opportunities as a result. Leo, golly, let's get you some advice, guys. If I can't pick up the cards. There they are. Okay. All right, Spirit advice for Leo for the month of April, please. Advice for Leo. Broken open. 10, again, 10 breaks down to a 1, endings, new beginnings, right? Or what should be for you. I do feel like there's been a spark of creativity or interest in something that you're finding does make you feel good. But again, it's like you're playing with birds of a feather. There's that three of cups again. It's like you want to step outside of it, but you're having a hard time. Like, whatever this is that feels good to you, you want this. You truly want this, but there's the past. There's always a but attached to what you're doing. Willing release, your advice. Let yourself open up. Let yourself release the past. Make your wishes. Manifest what it is that you desire. Get clear with the universe about what it is that you want. They're bringing it into you, and I feel like you've sat around for a while asking for certain things, dreaming of certain things, but you refuse to let go of the past. It is becoming a stagnant energy. It is becoming a brick wall to your ability to move forward. It is those speed bumps, and it's like bump, 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 bump the whole way down the road. And you wonder why you keep getting flat tires on your journey. Well, because you refuse to let the past go, right? So the advice is to release these things. One more card of advice. Awakening Genius. 11 breaks down to a 2. You will find your soul tribe. You will find the growth that needs to be had. You will find people that are going to uplift you and build you. You're going to learn a lot in this new phase if you allow this new phase to happen. Into me I see. This is about you. This reading is all about you, Leo. About your need to see who you are at the core of your being. And at the core of your being is a brilliant, bright, amazing soul who's trying to come out and emerge into this world, but you're stifling your own energy because you don't see how you could be anything without the attachments that you've had from the past. Whether you're fearful of stepping back into old patterns and old routines, it's like you've created this safety net of people or situations around you that make you feel like that's where you're forever supposed to be. That's not the case. Your soul is trying to grow. Let it grow. Let it open up and expand for you. Awaken. Awaken yourself to courage. Awaken yourself to the strength that is you. There's a lot of determination within you when you let that fire erupt. But again, you're stifling it down with the pain from the past, the emotional energy. You may have dealt with somebody that you made, the emotion of the situation was too much for you. Was it too much, or were you just not willing to invest into it because it was outside of your safe space? It's time to bridge the gap. And behind that, sacred love, sacred reverence, and the connections that you make moving forward. Leo, for you guys, I'll equate you a little bit to Scorpio in the sense that you always have, to me it always feels like you always have the opportunity of this immense change for the positive that's just bright and sunny and beautiful. But you sit in the darker side of it, not willing to make those moves out of fear. And I really think, intuitively for you guys, that's a real struggle with this 3D world, with your soul's growth right now for you all, is to just allow yourself to open up and live in a lighthearted energy without overthinking every single thing. Scorpios, and I kind of always go back to Scorpio because that's what I am, that's what I relate to the best. But we can sit in the dark and we're okay, and we can transmute that really quickly, and we just do without thinking about it. Whereas with you guys, it's like you sit in the light, you love the light, but you retract yourself back into the dark, refusing to let that internal light that lives within you shine, to let that courage within you shine. But it always comes back to the mental space for you guys. The overthinking, overanalyzing, having an expectation tied to exactly how it's going to play out. Drop the God-blessed expectation and let it be what it needs to be. It's there. It's gifting this to you, but you're stifling it out of fear. If you're sitting in a space of fear in anything, you're sitting in your ego, and your ego is going to be your best friend or your own worst enemy. You get to decide. What are you afraid of? And I feel like I've said this to you in multiple videos now. Sit down and journal it, because clearly I'm repeating this because this is something that has not been learned for some of you. What the hell are you afraid of? That you're going to be successful? You're going to do something magnificent? You're going to, you know, lay the foundation for something moving forward, for whether it's yourself, the people around you, your community, the world around you. Leave your mark on this world and make it a positive one. Do not live in fear. Plain and simple. Don't do it. You've got so much energy back here with that Page of Wands that wants to just release and play and enjoy. And instead, you're like, I don't know if I can. You can. You're just making a choice not to. You want to be freed up. You want to feel love and freedom and fun and frolic and the sun beating on your face. You want to step into this big boss energy. You want to be that emperor. Aries energy. I talked about Aries earlier, right? Aries energy there. But you have to allow yourself. You have to allow yourself to get there. Whatever you want, world's in your hands. Stop holding yourself back. All right, Leo. I hope this video resonated for you. And if it did, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel again if you've not done so. Just do it. Step outside of fear and just go. No second thoughts. Just go. Just do it, okay? Don't stifle yourself. There's too much beauty within you to live in low-lying energies. Appreciate your journey. Move forward. I could just take you guys. Like, get it together. Get it together, please. All right, Leo. Healing the heart. I'm telling you. Tender embrace. You want to feel love. You want to be love. The merry motive to this willing release is if I let go, I lose things from before that they've served. Broken open, healing the heart space again. Don't be fearful. Do not be fearful. Expand your horizons. It is time. Leo, I'm sending you guys so much love. Wishing you nothing but the best throughout the month of April. Hang in there. Just enjoy your journey. Enjoy it. If it feels good, go for it. If it doesn't and you have any, let it go. And if other people don't understand where you're going, it's not their journey to understand, it's yours. Okay? All right, guys, I'm sending you so much love. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye.